Ever looked at a name and wondered, what's the story behind that? Like, really dug into its roots, its hidden meanings, the whispers of history it carries? We often take names for granted, just sounds we associate with people. But there's so much more than that. They're echoes of cultures, glimpses into the past, sometimes even tiny puzzles waiting to be solved. And today, we're tackling one of those puzzles, Cleo. Now, you might immediately think of a certain Egyptian queen, right? Cleopatra. Powerful, iconic, a name that resonates with royalty and intrigue. But is that all there is? Is Cleo simply a shortcut, a casual nickname for a historical giant? Or is there something deeper, something more personal? We're not just going to give you a dictionary definition and move on. We're going to dive into the linguistic layers, the cultural currents that have shaped this name. Because, let's face it, names are like time capsules. They carry the weight of generations, the stories of those who bore them before us. So, let's start with the basics. Cleo, in its full form, is most often short for Cleopatra. And as you know, that name comes from the Greek Cleopatra. But what does Cleopatra actually mean? Break it down, and you get Kleos, meaning glory or fame, and Patra, meaning fatherland or father. So, literally, Cleopatra translates to glory of the father or glory from her father. A name imbued with a sense of lineage, of inherited greatness. But here's where it gets interesting. While Cleopatra is the most famous bearer of the name, Cleo itself has taken on a life of its own. It's become a standalone name, a modern choice, often given to girls with a sense of spirit and independence. Think about it. Cleo sounds sleek, modern, almost minimalist. It's short, punchy, memorable. It's shed the weight of its historical counterpart and embraced a contemporary vibe. And it's not just the sound. There's a subtle strength in the name, a quiet confidence. It's a name that suggests someone who knows their own mind, someone who isn't afraid to stand out. You'll find Cleo popping up in literature, in movies, in music. It's a name that writers and artists gravitate towards, often associating it with characters who are intelligent, resourceful, and a little bit enigmatic. It's a name that leaves room for interpretation, for individual expression. And that's the beauty of names, isn't it? They evolve. They adapt. They take on new meanings, new connotations with each generation. Cleo, once a fragment of a royal title, has become a symbol of modern individuality. So, next time you hear the name Cleo, don't just think of a queen from ancient Egypt. Think of the layers beneath the surface. Think of the Greek roots, the echoes of glory. Think of the modern interpretations, the independent spirit. Think of how a simple sound can carry so much history, so much meaning. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.